and I am live for the weigh-in. Okay, and we're about to start the weigh-in as of now. Sorry, I'm late. Uh, I had some very, very interesting conversations with something that I will cover up later. Okay, much later. I am very taken aback at this point. Something huge has just dropped. Bob Marley, love front, counterpunch to you guys. But you think you know everything about certain situations and come to find out you know nothing about the situations? Listen. Um, wow. I tell you, this is crazy, but first is first. Let's handle business. That will always be on the table, but that has to be covered. You know, we have to deal with what first thing is first, and that is Canelo Alvarez taking on Edgar Berlanga. Okay, Edgar Berlanga is the challenger of the cash cow, the creme de la creme, Canelo Alvarez, the farmer, undisputed 168-pound champion. Okay? I say former undisputed because he's still unified. Since he's still unified, lack of the IBF, story of everyone's life when it comes to the IBF because they don't play. Okay? They will snatch their belt and strip you right away. Okay? Um, wow. Yo, listen, bro. I'm just look, you ever heard something that just like it just has you in craziness, man. Crazy. But I'm looking up everything as of right now. Where are we at anyway? Because I don't think that this is okay. This will work. This will work. Hold on a second. I am back. I just had to take some very personal messages. And if I tell you who that was, I was just talking to, you're going to be like, no way. But, you know, anyway, nonetheless, let's see. Canelo versus Berlanga. Okay. Weigh in. Cool. Here we go. So, all right. Hola. Okay. Morrison DeWitt is proud that we helped our. Okay. So, the weigh in is in. So let us begin. What's up, Kurt? What chance you give Belonga? 20%? No, I don't give him 20%. I give him maybe 25. I mean, I keep it kind of, at least a quarter. I give him a quarter chance. You know what I mean? Dude. So,
puncher. That being said, his goal is to go out here, take this guy who's supposed to be a puncher.
yeah. So we got Roy Jones talking right now, but we got a lot of stuff. Uh oh. Weird. What's your prediction for AJ versus Dubois? Dubois definitely has a better chance than Berlanga. I think Dubois, though, as far as he goes, he just has to take it to AJ. He has to take it for AJ. How hard is pimping, really? Couldn't tell you. Um, it's crazy. He has a puncher's chance. He has a puncher's chance, definitely. Um, Dubois, though, he needs to really work on his defense. My problem with Dubois is his defense. It's not AJ because I think AJ is expecting Dubois to attack him. You know what I mean? I look at AJ and then you look at the style of Dubois. Dubois, I think he has a better jab because he lets it go when he's closer to his target and he's not as apprehensive as someone like AJ. AJ at the last minute will try to attack you to keep you back from him. Danny Dubois will get into reach with you, start with a jab, and then start with other combinations when he gets in the inside. So, it's crazy. Um, Dubois just has to quit this time. Just has to not quit this time. AJ Gas is up in the later rounds. I think that's when he should take it to him. I think he should take it to him and definitely, you know, do what he can do. It's crazy, man, because I'm somewhat distracted because I've heard. I thought you think you hear everything. And I had a request, and the request was actually very, very interesting. And I promise I will get around to it. You know, and it's crazy, man. You know, the hell is this? Kurt, what do you think about Jeremiah Milton, heavyweight prospect from America? I don't know who that is. Send me who send me who you're talking about necessarily. Okay, there you go. Okay, especially the British, they love Brazil. People are happy here, and that doesn't exist here in London. Yeah, I hear that a lot. Kurt, what do you think about Jeremiah? Okay, I did send you Jeremiah Milton. Yeah, send it again because you send me a lot of things. I probably just missed it. Alvarez was a unique phenom in his youth, but now he has become a robot. Well, I think he needs to. I don't know. I just think honestly with Canelo, I just think Canelo just really needs to. Uh, I think Canelo just needs to retire if he's just not up for it, because he's now talking about fighting Conor McGregor, and I'm like, Conor McGregor? Are you going to fight Conor McGregor? you know, um, so things like that, I always question. You know, um, I mean, because if you're going to fight Conor McGregor, that means you shouldn't be fighting seriously. Like, let's get off the main circuit of fighting. Joshua fans thinking he does Dubois in 2 rounds are so up. Joshua's arse. He couldn't even do Hellenius in 6. Well, to be fair, he couldn't catch Hellenius. Hellenius was taller. He had better reach. That's why I think Tyson Fury will give him some problems simply because he's taller, better reach. Say hello to Crusher. What's up, Crusher? Counterpunch to you. Um, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Craziness. There's no sun here. People are sad. There's really no sun. There's no sun. Triple D puts AJ to sleep, says Crusher. Ah, pow! What did he hit me with? You remember when AJ got hit by Andy? They asked AJ, what? AJ's like, what did he hit me with? He hit you with a left hook. Honestly, don't really care about Canelo like that. He's a great fighter, but heavyweight division and lightweights are my interest. Lex Gaming YT. I don't know. I really don't know, man. Canelo, I think this is what I feel about Canelo at this point. Canelo has done what Canelo's going to do. And I think he's just bullshitting people because he doesn't want to just tell you, I'm never fighting David. He will tell you, I'll do it for the money. Anybody that talks like that is telling us that he doesn't want to fight tough fights, okay? But he doesn't want, and he's not bold enough to tell us, like, I'm not fighting those guys and I never will. Because the minute he says that is the minute that people stop listening to him, paying attention to him, and all that. They'll lose respect for him. And when they do that, he knows that everything is going to no se dive, nosedive right to the ground. So he knows that. He knows the minute he says, I do it, that he's pretty much telling us. Canelo's telling us, I do whatever I want. He's telling us he's going to not ever fight anyone you want him to fight. The last person we really wanted to ever see him fight that he fought was Triple G. You know how long that shit's been ago? You know how long that's been? That's been, dude, 2017, bro. And that's not even when we wanted to see it a fight. We wanted to see the fight early 2016 when he beat Cotto in 15. Dude, he beat Cotto in like the last quarter of 15. So that last quarter, he's supposed to fight Triple G. That was the unified champion at the time. Kurt, what's your thoughts on Canelo's conditioning? I think it's pretty standard. I think that he does what he does, But if you want to make a bet, let's bet 10,000. I'm sure Daniel will beat AJ. 10,000 reais. You mean dollars, pounds, or reais? Wow. I think Canelo is slowing down. Me and Polo linking up later. Cool. Unless Canelo fighting Benavidez, I don't want to know. I mean, he's not fighting Benavidez. He's never going to fight Benavidez. No, I won't take that bet. I don't gamble. I learned that years ago. Wouldn't shock me if AJ does a Charles Martin to Dubois. A Charles Martin to Dubois. I don't know. You know what? Let's do this because I think it's the heavyweight division. Be afraid. Be very, very afraid. I like her. She's cool. We don't know about AJ taking on Triple D. We don't know. Speaking of Triple D, Crusher, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. I think that Triple D will just take it to AJ. I don't think Dubois will quit because he knows this is what I need to do to be somebody. See, here's the thing. Usyk has beaten everybody. So Daniel shouldn't feel bad about that shit at all. Now, he should be looking kind of at the Lara performance and the Joe Joyce performance. But, I mean, those guys don't matter anyway because those guys have been beaten anyway. He beat Lara. So Lara is not really a threat to Dubois. But, and then, of course, Joe Joyce has been beaten by Zhang twice back-to-back, then Derek Chisora. So you know he's out. So nobody really cares about Joe Joyce. But he has to beat Anthony Joshua because if he don't beat Anthony Joshua, that's his peers. That's the surrounding areas. That's his countrymen. That's his reputation. That's his competition. That is everything that he needs to focus on right now. AJ, you know. So, Kurt, hope you will be live tomorrow. Absolutely. Absolutely, I will be live tomorrow. You bet your ass I will. You bet I will. If I was a betting man, I would bet that Joshua would defeat Dubois by knockout and Usyk would defeat Fury on points. Look, I just got a call out. Someone offered to bet 10,000 pounds for Daniel Dubois to beat AJ. And it's crazy. You would never guess in a million years who that was. Adari. No, I didn't see your message, man. Kurt Jeremiah Milton beat up Joe Joyce in sparring. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Has Eddie and Leonard Ellerby been capping all this time? Yeah, they've been capping for about few years. I think since COVID. Yeah, I think Eddie Hearn and Leonard Ellerby has been capping since COVID. God. Oh, Kurt, you in school? No. I just got actually I have I got a meeting room. Yep, he in detention. Yeah, I feel like I'm in detention because you guys just don't know. I mean, I've been listen. I have to tell you guys, I'm going live maybe tomorrow morning because I don't want to overlook this, but Topentine, Triple J hates AJ with a passion. He knows that Triple D was not a power with AJ. He said Triple D would win. I mean, he's sparred with AJ. He's fought Danny Dubois. He took whatever Danny Dubois had. And that was someone that was fresh. I think I think Joe Joyce was in his prime. So um, that's crazy. Okay, so we have right now. Who's this? AJ will ruin Fury. Simple for Canelo. How can one? How can one's prime be just 2 years? Well, I think this is my thing about that, bro. I think that Joe Joyce is just, he hasn't had that opportunity. Kurt, who wins? Michael Hunter versus Jarrell Miller. Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter will just box him because he can move. Simple. I mean, Daniel Dubois showed you that. You move from Jarrell Miller, you can beat Jarrell Miller. And then Daniel has punching power. So eventually the punches from Daniel Dubois started affecting Jarrell Miller. Even Joe Jarrell Miller took them. He ran out of gas. Versus running out of gas versus somebody that can punch like Daniel Dubois is a recipe for disaster, a combination for disaster. No, I'm in the it's being smart. I only post if I'm absolutely sure I'm going to win. I don't play to lose. Bill Keaveney in the building. Marlon Thornell in the building. What's up, brothers? Counterpunch to you guys. I still don't think that fight should have been stopped either. Let Jarrell go down or let Triple G gas himself trying to do it. Well, you know what? They could have let it go based on the amount of shit talking that Jarrell Miller said. I think he should have been allowed to go down on his guard, you know, on his guard. Triple D, a modern day Shavers, but with less power. I miss Ryan Garcia so much. I don't see why Ryan ain't went nowhere. Ryan is going to talk shit until he gets back into the ring. So just stay tuned, kick your feet up, get you a drink, and listen to the Ryan Garcia show. Do what he does every other day. Especially, look, at least once a week, you're going to hear from Ryan Garcia. Okay? So break the prison. Or is it the prison? Yes, the prison. Yeah, don't worry. I still love him. Good. The problem with AJ versus Wilder is the sting is gone due to Wilder diddly squat. First I thought you were saying Diddy. Hmm. Oh, the problem with AJ. Well, you know what? Who knows? I mean, these fights are so funny that everything and everybody has everything figured out. You know, um, just like I got a call out from a very interesting individual. My respect for you has increased. No, I mean, just keeping it real. Ryan Garcia ain't went nowhere. He's not going anywhere. Now we have Plant McCumpsey. Okay, we had Rolly Romero. Him and his opponent, they just made weight. Okay, him and is it McClunkey? Yeah, McCumbie. That's his name. Plant and McCumbie's are up next. So Wilder needs to retire. Can't ever turn your back in a fight. I think, to be fair, Wilder got turned around. I don't think he just turned his back. No, he got hit, and then the punch, see, the right hook, see, bow, when he caught him with that right hook, okay? When he caught him, after that, it made him by default. Dude, he ain't but like 209 pounds. Hell, Zhili Zhang's arm is probably 80 pounds by itself. So Zhili Zhang did throw that right hook and turned his ass around like Oliver Twist. you know? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Wilder was disoriented. He didn't know how he was with that hook. He didn't know that, man. He didn't know that. He didn't know at all. Hmm. It's crazy. Hmm. Kurt, who wins? Anthony Joshua versus Martin McCauley. Okay. McCumbee, he has won, or has made weight, rather. He ain't won. He's made weight. Okay. Um, Haha, bro, Wilder turned his back so hard. Zili hit a 40-yard jog and ended the fight. Yeah, man. Zili Zhang did what he promised he was going to do with Joseph Parker. See, honestly, Zili Zhang, if he had faith in his power, he don't need that much stamina because he punches hard enough. He has a good enough chin. He punches hard enough to get these guys out. Skrilla 50 in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Okay. Caleb Plant just made weight. He has just made weight, peoples. Let's see, where we at? Where we at? Yeah, they got all this thing.
They are, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of emotion in this fight. 12 rounds of boxing. With the interim WBA Super Middleweight World Championship, Caleb Plant.
So that's the IBF. So they're fighting for the IBF, the vacant one. I'm good catching this live stream at work. School of 50. That's what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. Little trash talk between Plant and McCumbee. Plant versus Berlanga would be a better fight. Yeah. I think if it was an appropriate level to grow, to climb, to step, I think he should have fought him first. You know what I mean? Instead of like just fighting Canelo, and Canelo should know that. See, here's the thing: because you want you want Terrence Crawford to fight Teofimo, but then you wouldn't want Berlanga to fight Plant. I don't get that. Kurt, what kind of Wilder do you think we'll get versus AJ? I have no idea, bro. Hopefully not the same one that we've been getting.
And my hand is going to be raised. Ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated Trevor McCumbee. Now we are joined alongside by Caleb Plant, the former IBF super middleweight champion of the world. The fans love you here in Las Vegas. You're a throwback fighter. Caleb, can you tell us about the words that were exchanged in that final face-off between you and Trevor McCumbee?
I told him tomorrow night's his last night. The gig is up. It's time to get the fuck out of here.
You have said from the beginning of this training camp, the revenge tour. What does that mean?
First stop, getting that WBA interim title put around my waist.
Oh,
and then, you know, bigger and better from there. Want to say shout out to my fans. Shout out to all my vaqueros out there. Salute, I appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the former IBF super middle.
So that's Plant. Plant looks nice and determined. He's like, hey, man, you know, time to get him the F out of there. I never heard, bro, Lex Gaming. I never heard of McCumbee. I never heard of him until this fight. I know he got a little speed on him, but, I mean, other than that, you know, he got the won't back down attitude. Him and his nice, fully groomed or ungroomed mustache, you know. What up, Kurt? How you feeling after the sparring? Man, I feel pretty good. Like a little soreness in my rotator cuff here, you know. Other than that, I woke up because I went to sleep around maybe, want to say 10:30. I went to sleep early. I was tired, so. But I woke up around 3, and then I kind of, you know, I was just kind of tuned up, so I had to do some cardio. So I did some cardio. And then after I did that, maybe an hour and a half. And then after I did that, I was like, okay, I'm cool. Then I ate like a bowl of cereal and I went to sleep. You know, so, and then woke up again around 10. And then I ate some oatmeal. So I feel good, man. I really feel good. No headaches, no, you know. My knees bothering me, but it's been bothering me for a while. I need to get some stem cell done. Now we have Lara versus Garcia. Now, this is the fight that I'm really here for. You know, the Plant McCumbee, the Lara Garcia, and of course I'd rather see this more than the Canelo Berlanga fight because we don't know who's going to win this one. Mama Lou in the building, Counterpunched to you in the building. Kurt versus Mr. T would be entertaining. Man, I wouldn't fight Mr. T. Mr. T's too old. And if Mr. T chins me, then what will I say? I got knocked out by an old cat. I pity the fool. You know. Oatmeal made me want tuna. Look at Lara. Look at Lara looking all old. He trying to grow his hair out. He don't look bad, though. I mean, he doesn't look like Luis Ortiz, to be fair. Luis Ortiz looks old. That's why everybody talked about him. If Luis Ortiz didn't look old, nobody would really question his age, you know? Lara gonna sleep Danny. Danny Garcia, the big little homie, grew up down the block from him, his whole family, cool people. Vincent, you know, Danny, I always thought Danny was cool, bro. His dad was just, to me, his dad was obnoxious. You know what I mean? According to some of my friends, he got the coke throat. So I don't know if he's been dipping and dabbing in that snow, but you know, he's just, I don't know.
Danny Garcia weighs in at 156 and 1/4 pounds. 156 and 1/4 pounds.
Well, damn. What are they weighing in at? I thought this was a middleweight bout. So 156? Ortiz is old enough to be my granddad for sure. Danny don't get slept. His jaw is made of marble. Yeah, he got a good chin, bro. He's durable. He ain't never been down. You know, the cat got 6 toes. He got 6 toes. I believe it's on his right foot. He got 6 toes.
Erislandy Lara weighs in at 156 3/4 pounds, 156 3/4.
That tells you, I think they came with a catch weight then. You know, nobody 156 1/4, so they might have, you know, it's no telling. But then Lara, I don't think is an actual middleweight either. He's just been fighting at middleweight. Angel loves the yay. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, you can tell how he talks, and growing up where I grew up, man, you knew crackheads, you knew powder heads, you knew peel heads, you knew weed heads, you knew alcoholics, you knew it all. Yeah, he had the coke throat, man. The dude had the coke throat. Hey, what's going on, man? My boy Danny, my boy Danny. You know. Let's see. Okay, look at him. Fierce gaze. Danny got him. Look, he got him. No disrespect, handshake, you know, now they're flexing, you know. Danny's a big, like, Danny is young, though, bro. He looks and he would appear shorter. And you would think Lara was taller since Lara fought at a weight class a lot bigger than him over the years. But Danny's definitely bigger. You can tell by looking at him. He's taller, he's bigger, his chest is broader, his back's bigger, is wider, you know. They're fighting at 157. Okay. Yeah, that reminds me of Oscar De La Hoya when he fought Bernard Hopkins. And he made Bernard Hopkins, since he was the golden boy, come to 157. You know what I mean? And it just tells you let me see what Danny's saying.
They go up in weight and chase greatness, and that's why I'm here today, and that's what I'm going to do tomorrow.
You have beaten the who's who in the sport, 2-division world champion, as you mentioned. But if you get your hand raised tomorrow night and become a 3-division world champion, would that be the biggest accomplishment in your storied career?
Yeah, definitely. When I turned pro, my dream was always to be a 3-division world champion. You know, 2's good. 2 puts you in that category, but 3 puts you in the Hall of Fame. And that's why I'm here. This is...
Angel Garcia and T.O. Sr. are both Blizzard boys.
The fans all around the world. If you know Danny Garcia, you know what I bring to the table.
How do you get the job done tomorrow night? What's your prediction for your matchup against Erislandy Lara?
You know, I just got to go in there and beat me. Beat Danny Garcia, go in there, set the tempo, have fun, make adjustments, and weather the storm.
Ladies and gentlemen from Philadelphia,
Philly fights with stick, stones, and bottles in the streets of Philly. Joyce versus Yoka in the works. Who you got? Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know, man. Yoka, I don't know much about Yoka, honestly. I don't know much about him. I don't know much about him.
Se va a hacer la cuarta. Sé que va a terminar feo.
Look, I don't know if it's going to be the 4th, but I do know this fight is going to have an ugly ending.
Ooh.
do you believe that he will not be as comfortable as he is here at 160? You fought here in the middleweight division. You're world champion. You've had several defenses. But do you think that the weight will be an issue for him in this matchup against you?
Sos un veterano de las 160 libras, mientras que él es nuevo en esto. ¿Sentís que lo va a incomodar el aumento de peso y que va a ser una ventaja para vos?
Bueno, no va a ser una ventaja, solamente lo que hay que trabajar fuerte el día de mañana. Y creo que es el momento de no hablar tanto y resolver el problema.
I don't think it's going to be any sort of advantage, and it's time to stop talking. It's time to start working. Tomorrow night is going to be a great fight. Tune in.
You are also boxing's oldest current world champion. How much does that mean for you to be able to outlast a lot of the guys that you began in the sport with?
Bueno, sos el campeón más veterano del boxeo en la actualidad. ¿Qué significa para vos el poder haber tenido una carrera más extensa que muchos de los que con los que vos llegaste al boxeo?
Bueno, significa mucho, ¿no? Significa mucho, ya que he hecho muchas cosas aquí en el boxeo ya profesional. Creo que significa mucho para mí y la victoria de mañana va a ser 100% un logro más.
It means a lot to me because being in pro boxing is hard enough. And tomorrow it's going to be one more victory.
That's not what he asked you, though. I'm listening to him.
The WBA middleweight champion of the world,
no.
Erislandy Lara.
Well, listen, Lara, Garcia's talking like, hey, I just got to go in there and weather the storm. So he's expecting punches to get landed to him. Lara's like, no, it ain't gonna last. It's gonna be an ugly ass ending. But no, Danny has failed every big test. Skrilla 50, you right about that. You know, the Sean Porter, the Keith Thurman, the Errol Spence, yeah, you know what I mean? You know, am I dead yet? Hey, Kurt and everyone, hello, am I dead yet? John Simon, Danny can't beat Lara. Well, if he can't beat Lara now, we know he will never be able to beat Lara, or he could never beat Lara before. That's what we know. So, you know what I mean? There's no sense of just going in there and, you know, I mean, Danny should probably then retire because there's nothing else he could do. The more he moves up, because if he can't handle a catch weight Lara at 157, he's not going to take anybody else up there. Everybody else will probably be too hard for him because Lara's not necessarily known to be a knockout guy. He can take you out, but he's just not known for that ideal knockout guy. So you go up there messing with other guys like that, you're just going to get beatings unless you just want paydays. And, who knows if you'd want Danny like that. It was Danny and it was Deontay. Those guys were pretty much the undefeated cherry pickers of the sport 9 years ago. 9 years ago. Kurt, who wins, Prime, Ortiz, or Anthony Joshua? That would be a fight I would love to see. A Prime Ortiz versus AJ? I don't know, but I can tell you this. That fight could have happened if the powers may be wanted it to. The powers that be was Eddie Hearn, Matchroom. That fight could have happened easy. Luis Ortiz was with Matchroom. Anthony Joshua was with Matchroom. And believe it or not, when you're dealing with Eddie wasn't stupid. Eddie knew, like, look, do you remember a lot of Canelo? I do remember that. Understand this, man. I don't think, and I don't believe that Eddie ever wanted a fight like that because he knew someone like Luis Ortiz would stop the brakes of his cash cow. You know what I mean? He did not have, I'm telling you, he did not have that. I don't know if it was Juice Scants Rants, but I can tell you this. I believe it was Eddie because Eddie knew better. Like, no, I'm not putting this Cuban in there with my golden goose. What are you, crazy? That's not even smart anyway. You know what I mean? But understand that no, bro. Luis Ortiz at that time, the way he counters, the punching power he has, bro. Listen to this. If we can talk about Deontay Wilder's durability, we can talk about that now all day, how he takes punches now all day long. We can talk about how he's lapped. We can talk about how he can't take punches. We can talk about how he's not who he used to be. We can talk about that. But understand, in 2018, who was Deontay Wilder? What was he known for? He was known for knocking you out and taking punches. And he took a right hook from Luis Ortiz that he did not see coming if it came around the damn corner. Okay? He got hit with that right hook because he was going for his right hand, and then Ortiz caught him with that right hook. And it buckled him, and Ortiz knew he got him. He knew he got him. Shoot, man. You know what I mean? Like, bro, Wilder was tough. That's what I'm saying. He was tough. I don't know about now, but he was a tough mofo. Because, I mean, he got caught with that timed right hook. Marshmallow Belly Thurman wouldn't tell the difference once you hit him in the gut. He can't take punches to the belly. His stomach is like Dillian White's uppercut ability to take a punch. He can't. But I'll give you this. Thurman has never been down from that shot. He just showed you how hard or how much it affected him. You know what I mean? So people's reaction or vulnerability is probably just as bad as going down, obviously. The J. Roos theory in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. What's up, Kurt? Wilder's problem is he doesn't listen to his corner. Still, Malik got to go. He ain't going nowhere. Malik getting freaky. Malik getting freaky with Kate Abdu right now. He probably putting a baby in her, a PBC Fox / DAZN baby in Kate Abdu. What's his first name? Premier. What's his middle name? Showtime. What's his last name? DAZN. You know, what's his last name? Scott. Premier, Showtime, DAZN, Scott. They're gonna have a child by that name. You know, but no, Malik ain't going nowhere. He gonna get that. He's getting that cash. So we're waiting for Canelo to come out. You know, they got a nice crowd out there, though, man. It's a lot of people out there. It looks like a concert. Looks like somebody putting on a concert at the T-Mobile Arena outside that junk. Kurt Ortiz was always overrated, in my opinion. Who did he ever beat? Well, the question you ask yourself is, who could he ever fought? He didn't fight all those people. The only person he could really fight when he was still worth a damn was Deontay Wilder and Charles Martin and Andy Ruiz. Everybody else, they pretty much swerved the idea of fighting someone like that. They didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz, man. That dude at the time was dangerous, and they knew that he could fight. They knew he had a punch. They knew he was a dangerous, tricky southpaw. Those counter punches are coming, and look, they didn't want none of that. They didn't want none of that. So I don't think that Ortiz had, like, that Jim, what is it? I forget his name. Jim Jimenez, I think it is. Jim Jimenez, his manager or whatever. Yeah, I think he was on the tape. Just a question. You never specified. At the end of the day, Ortiz is someone who never did anything in his career. Well, I don't think that he could. I don't think that he was allowed to. Okay, Kurt, do you think Luis Ortiz versus Dillian White would have played out if they had fought? How? I think, I don't know, because, see, Dillian White was a bad mother sucker back then, bro. He wasn't no pushover back in, like, 2018. 2018, Dillian White was showing, like, that one loss he had to AJ was in 2015. So 3 years, this dude was going undefeated. So by that, he raked up a bunch of wins. He had that one loss. He was knocking out guys. He was fighting guys that were undefeated. You know, he was fighting guys like Lucas Brown. Lucas Brown was undefeated at the time. He was fighting guys like Oscar Rivas. You know, he was fighting guys like Joseph Parker. You know, he was fighting these guys that either were champs or destined to be champs. You know, those type of things, man. Dillian White was tough at the time. So him fighting Luis Ortiz would have been a fight that I wanted to see happen because, see, thank God for Turki Al-Sheikh. You know the only problem I have with Turki Al-Sheikh is? You know what my only problem is with him? Is the fact that this man came along now. Why didn't he come along 6-7 years ago? Bro, we would have seen every fight we possibly wanted to see if Turki Al-Sheikh would have came in and says, I am here. I am giving millions of dollars. People would have shit their pants, bro. People would have shit their pants. They wouldn't have wanted to see that. Trash Can White would have got stopped. Trash Can White. Even Wilder versus Joshua. What's the hardest puncher in boxing right now, Kurt? Who's? Probably Zhang, man. I think Zhang's the hardest puncher based on the fact of what he was able to do to a guy with one of the toughest chins. You know, so you got guys like Dubois, you got guys like Joshua, you have guys like Parker. So these three guys in particular have punched Joe Joyce in the face. Zhang in terms of raw power. Yeah, I think it's Zhang, bro. Because look, Parker gave Joyce he hit Joyce with every possible punch he could hit him with. He hit this man with these shots, and Joyce, it did nothing. Joshua sparred him 100 times. He didn't knock him down or out, did he? He just, bit, and then moved, step, bit, then moved and stepped, We finally got Berlanga. This is terrible. Pound for pound, I'm going Tank. I don't know about Tank. Tank can't stay there. Okay, we got Edgar Berlanga in the building. Okay. Macaulay, I don't know, because see, Macaulay, I think Macaulay hits, I think he has a combination of speed and power. I do think that. I think he has a combination of speed and power. Macaulay versus Zhang. If Macaulay wins, then Macaulay versus Joshua in Africa. That would be dope. What makes you so sure that JJ loses? No. AJ loses to Dubois. You think Jesus is a regular person who died 2,000 years ago? No, I don't. Zhang probably got a little more raw power than Macaulay, who got longer arms and more speed. Zhang probably got a little bit more. Yeah, he does, but I don't think that matters. Of course, Mo liked her. No, Don is king. Only in America, baby. If Dubois wins, it's by knockout. Okay. Kurt, whose jab is better, Dubois or Joshua's? I'm sure, let's say I've seen this face to face. I don't know what that means. Can you explain? Dubois don't really got a jab. He has a decent jab though. He chops it. He chops it. He chops at it. AJ is an incredible boxer too. Very strong. The only thing is that this is Dubois' time. I hear you. What did he tell you about the sparring? Did he really knock AJ out? Canelo is fighting a cherry-picked fighter and is still gonna outsell the UFC. Well, we'll see. I think Ben Davison has taught AJ how to have confidence in his power. He punches through the target now. I think he knocks out Danny Dubois cold. Jay Roos, I have like something. I'm gonna hit you up, bro. I'm gonna hit you up on Instagram after this. So be ready. AJ has cleaner, tighter punches than Triple D. Daniel will get caught, in my opinion. Yeah, he will. Oh my. I think AJ sleeps Dubois. Oh, okay. So I'm still waiting, dude. I don't know. This whole thing sucks. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go tighter. Dang, it's getting cold. Best chance Dubois has if he lands a punch from the gods. Okay. Okay. Greetings, Kurt. Long-time listener, first time on the chat. Keep up the great work. Appreciate you, the beauty of the pencil. Caballel will be champ someday, bearing politics. Pathetic fight. Canelo is a clown. Damn. Hold on a second, guys.